Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Asian American Scholar Forum's inaugural Fellows Induction and VIP dinner. I am Stephanie Lin, news anchor at Cron 4 News. It is such a pleasure to be here with you tonight. I'm also your MC for the evening. And I also just want to recognize that incredible and beautiful koto performance by Kazuyo Muramoto. And an interesting fact, yes. Now, interesting fact and backstory on all this is that Shirley's mother was incarcerated with her family at the age of 9. And that's when she learned to play that ancient instrument with her fellow incarcerees. And the koto became a music and a form of survival. It's a tradition that continues with Shirley today. So thank you so much to Shirley for sharing your incredible music with us tonight. Now, to formally begin the program, ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able for the national anthem sung by the renowned artist from the major motion picture Crazy Rich Asians, Catherine Ho.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you so much.
You may be seated. Thank you so much, Catherine. That was so special. So we get another treat because Catherine will now perform 2 more songs. Her original song, 405, followed by her cover of Yellow in Mandarin Chinese, which was featured in Crazy Rich Asians.
Thank you so much. This first song is an original song of mine called 405, and I actually wrote it inspired by a college cognitive science course that I took, and it's a love song, and I thought it would be fitting to sing, given that we're here at such a prestigious academic university, thought the collegiate lyrics would be a good fit. So this is 405. I hope you enjoy it. Freshman year of college, I took psychology 301. The theory of selective attention as an evolutionary mechanism. We tune out the world around us when we're struggling to survive, to focus on the critical data that'll help us stay alive. Before you, it was fight or flight. I couldn't catch a breath, but darling, you showed me how much more I'd find if I'd only stop to rest. I was born and raised in LA. I'm no stranger to the 405, but when we're racing down the freeway, it's like I'm seeing this city for the first time. Did you tint my sight with rosy ink, or is it something sunrise, always in this pink world. It's like I've been awakened, yet somehow deep asleep. A peculiar combination. You give me euphoric peace. Before you, it was fight or flight. I couldn't catch a breath, but darling, you showed me how much more I'd find if I'd only stop to rest. I was born and raised in LA. I'm no stranger to the 405, but when we're racing down the freeway, it's like I'm seeing this city for the first time. Did you turn my sight with rosy ink, or is the sunrise always in this pink world? Living is just a game of focus. Reality's just what you notice. Isn't it strange? The big emotions are buried inside the tiniest moments. I was born and raised in LA. I'm no stranger to the 405, but when we're racing down the freeway, it's like I'm seeing this city for the first time. Did you tint my sight with rosy ink, or is the sunrise always in this pink world? No. Thank you so much. Song for you all tonight. This one is a Mandarin cover of Coldplay's Yellow that I had the honor of recording for the 2018 film Crazy Rich Asians, and I thought it'd be really fitting to sing today as we're gathered here to celebrate Asian identity and amazingness in our community. Crazy Rich Asians was the first Hollywood movie in over 25 years at the time to feature a majority westernized Asian cast, and it was truly such an honor to be even a small part of this movie and this soundtrack. So I also have some montages from the movie to kind of set the mood and take us back to 2018, but this is my Mandarin cover of Yellow that I had the honor of recording for Crazy Rich Asians. I hope you enjoy it. 我想知道流星能飞多久，它的美丽是否值得去寻求？夜空的花散落在你身后，幸福了我很久，值得去等候。于是我心狂奔，从黄昏到清晨，不能再承受。情愿坠落在你手中，与我乘黑夜的彩虹，嘴边乘月光的金发，乘月光的金发。跳进你的河 跳进你的河，幸福跳进你的河流，一直又跳进走，跳进你的河。情愿坠落在你手中，余晖成黑夜的彩虹，嘴边正月光的清风，正月光的清风。我想知道流星能飞多久，它的美丽是否？Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
That was so special. I saw so many of you filming that. When her voice came over, when her voice was playing during the movie Crazy Rich Asians, I think I got tears in my eyes because I was so moved by the sound of her voice. That was so special. All right. So now I'll turn the program over to ASF's founding president, Yashen Huang, and founding vice president, Kai Li, for some welcome remarks.
Good evening. I am Yashen Huang. It is my distinct honor to have been the founding president of the Asian American Scholar Forum, and I want to thank all the fellows and guests for joining us tonight. I also want to especially recognize former Congressman Mike Honda for attending our inaugural Fellows induction ceremony tonight. The work of ASF with our community leaders is more important than ever. Thank you, Congressman.
I'm Kylie. It's my privilege to be the founding vice president of ASF. And tonight's induction ceremony will celebrate and honor some of the country's greatest minds who exemplified excellence in leadership and service. And that's on the script. So I would just say a few words that are not on the script. I think the reason we were able to work together is because we share the same value, we share the same belief, and we want to make a difference. And also, I feel, I just want to briefly say that during the first year in 2021, many of us have worked together because we felt many Asian American scientists fear about their safety, and we want to do something about it. And so we work a lot at the grassroots level and the federal congressional level, and we were able to help end the China Initiative. We were the only organization representing Asian Americans, and to meet the Deputy Attorney General Matt Olson in December, and in February he announced the ending of the China Initiative. On that day, he announced the ending of the China Initiative. I got a message from my colleague saying, "Together we can move mountains." I think that's the spirit of this organization. Thank you.
And I really want to echo what Kai said about the historical mission of our organization. And so many people supported us when the time was dark and the cloud was looming over the Asian American scholar community. And with your help, with your support, we were able to overcome so many difficulties and obstacles. And now we are a growing organization doing lots of other things in addition to the policy advocacy work that we are doing. The next program is that we're going to have a keynote speaker for the evening. It is my great honor to introduce Dr. Arun Majumdar, a pioneering leader in energy innovation and the founding director of the ARPA-E at Stanford. He's the J. Precourt Provosto Chair Professor and serves as the Dean of the Stanford Doerr School of Sustainability. Please join us in welcoming Dr. Arun Majumdar. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for that kind introduction. It's so good to see all of you. I mean, this is the third year in a row that Stanford has had the honor of convening this group of people. And, you know, when there's two events, you can draw a straight line. And the gradient was really positive. When you have the third event, you could draw a parabola. Right? So we're on the right, you know, we don't need an inflection point. This is going really great. I'm sorry that, you know, I wish I had 10 pages of prepared remarks. I just literally got off the plane. And so I was preparing while everything was going on. And I just want to say a few things. First of all, the people who organize it. I want to take this opportunity to thank Kai, Gisela, Serena, Iran, Yasheng, and all the volunteers who put heart and soul. I mean, takes a lot of effort in preparing this, and I just want to take this opportunity to thank them, and please join me in thanking all the volunteers who help out in this. I know this is the third time we're doing this, but this is about time. We should have been doing this long time ago. And frankly, this got triggered by my dear friend Gang Chen. Gang, where are you? Somewhere there. Gang. So it's so good to see you. And frankly, today was a big day for me because I had the honor of speaking to Gang's mother and over video. And apparently you have to speak to her every Friday. And so here we are. So this is a great auspicious occasion. And thank you for introducing me to your mom. I'm also struck by the words on the walls out here. I mean, we are at Hoover. And if you look at this end, the freedom of enterprise, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly. This is America. And I'm so glad we are here today. I came here as a grad student in 1985. And I'm sure those people who've come here as grad students or otherwise, the moment you land is a big deal. It's an inflection point in people's lives. And you never forget that first few days in the first year that you come. And, you know, I'm just going to quote the president who was the president when I came here, Ronald Reagan. And Ronald Reagan was big on people and on the talent coming to the United States. The U.S. remains, and this is quote, U.S. remains an unmatched symbol of hope and opportunity. And it draws its energy and power from every global corner and welcoming people from everywhere in the world. And so this is who we are. And I'm just delighted that we are assembling out here with the freedom and the opportunity that the United States offers us. and to highlight the contributions of Asian Americans out here. And, just to end, I mean, this was we are going to do this many more times, and we hope that you join us, and bring other people also to highlight their contributions to this. And I was delighted to hear not only the national anthem, but this amazing Catherine Ho. Where are you, Catherine? Oh, that was so good. Give her a big round of applause. And to all the organizers, by the way, E, Kai, Gisela, and all, you all have to sing like her now on stage. So, but or dance. But again, thank you. It's an honor for Stanford to welcome all of you and to convene this group. And we will go from here, and we'll go faster than what we have done before. Thank you so much. Oh, one last thing. I almost forgot. It is such an honor to have someone like Terence Tao out here, and I'm going to invite him. I'm going to invite him to give very brief remarks, if you may, Terence.
I've only been here an hour or two, but it's already, I'm really impressed by the energy of this event. This is the first time I've been to one of these forums, and it's just met already so many interesting people and seen some interesting panel discussions. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the events here, and I hope you all have a nice night and enjoy the talks tomorrow. So, thank you.
All right, thank you so much to the Dean as well as Terence for those remarks. Let's give them both one more big round of applause. Great. And next, I'd like to introduce Gazella Perez Kusakawa, AASF's Executive Director.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Gisela Perez Kusakawa, and I have the honor of being the first executive director of the Asian American Scholar Forum. When I first joined ASF, I was so inspired at the time by the perseverance that I saw in our ASF community, our scientists, our researchers, and scholars. And even though it was dark times, and our move forward was to try and protect and advance the rights of our scholars, we wanted more than just having a defense approach. We wanted to ask the country to not only defend our scientists, researchers, and scholars, but to celebrate them, to recognize that these are the very people that have made America's progress possible, the very people that make America great. And so we wanted to make sure that we stood ground at ASF and made sure that the whole country and the whole world recognize the contributions of our excellent Asian American scholars, scientists, and researchers. And so it's very fitting today that we have a very special cohort as ASF celebrates what is now our 5th year anniversary, as the United States celebrates its own 250th. We are proud of the amazing strides that AISF has made within these past few years, from uplifting the excellent contributions of Asian Americans, protecting and advancing the rights of our community at the White House, halls of Congress, and on the ground in courtrooms and university campuses across the country, to being cited in over 400 articles reaching more than 2 billion people globally, featured in Wall Street, New York Times, and other prominent media. And I say this because at the time when the China Initiative first started, when you looked at the media, it was a copy and paste of what you saw in the DOJ. And so the strides we've made in changing the narrative, the way the conversation is around the country, is so important and something we should all be proud of ourselves for. We have strived to show visibility to this community, and we have laid the foundation of support so that our next generation can hold their head up high. And none of this would be possible without our ASF fellows, many of who are sitting here in the front row today, who inspired the next generation and who give with such generosity their talents, their expertise, and time to ASF and public service. With that, I am proud that we are gathered here tonight for our inaugural ceremony to induct our 2026 fellows that were elected. To explain more about this process, we have our wonderful program chair, Dr. Yiran Chen.
Yeah, thank you so much, Gisela. My name is Yan Chen. Good morning, everyone. And I have a privilege of being the program chair of this fellow induction ceremony. Just now, I just do rehearsal for all these presenters and the fellows, and also receive a lot of questions about how those fellows were selected, right? So let me briefly introduce this. So every year we send an email to our existing fellows about the nomination, and they do have the privilege to send the nomination to our fellow committee, and the fellow committee will review the nominations. And to be a valid nomination, you have to receive the one main signers and also the co-signers from our fellows. The next question is how you are able to find our fellows. So if you look at everybody in this room and look where they're gonna wear, and someone actually wear this ASF pin here, like I'm showing in my hands, they are our existing fellows. So that's why I encourage you to talk to our fellows, during this wonderful dinner, and to know what they're doing, and also to, gain what they're, can contribute. So the criteria to be the fellow are three parts. You have to be academic excellence, you have to have leadership to the society, and you have the services, to our community and also ASF. Okay, so given that, I will bring Gisela back on the stage, so she can start the program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yiran. And if we could just give a big thank you to Yiran for chairing the first inaugural. When you start something, that's always the hardest part. So thank you so much, Yiran. Now it's my pleasure to start the inaugural ceremony for our inductees today. When I announce the fellows' name, they will come up on stage and sign their names on the AASF Fellow Book first. They will then walk to the center of the stage to receive their certificate and medal from our president and vice president, respectfully. So please hold your applause until after I finish reading the citation for each fellow. And so now we have the first fellow that we will honor tonight, Jin Yi Tsai from the University of Wisconsin-Madison for contributions to computational complexity theory. Professor Tsai has made pioneering contributions to theoretical computer science that have transformed our understanding of the mathematical foundations of computation. His seminal discoveries in computational complexity and counting dichotomy theory have established new frontiers in algorithmic research with far-reaching implications for artificial intelligence, quantum information science, and data security. Thank you. Congratulations. Next, we had Ed Huaxin Chi, Vice President of Research at Google DeepMind, for his research on large language models and machine learning, focusing on reasoning, recommendation, and planning. As project team leader and distinguished scientist in Google Brain, he oversaw LLM modeling and post-training in Project Lambda, initiated and oversaw LLM reasoning, including co-inventing chain of thought. Then, as the research platform lead, he helped launch Bard Gemini chatbots in 2023. More recently, his team demonstrated Astra Universal Assistant agents. Ed earned not one, but 3 degrees, BS, MS, and PhD in 6.5 years from University of Minnesota. Inducted as an ACM Fellow and a member of the Chi Academy, Ed also received a 20-year Test of Time Award for research in information visualization. Next, we have Sungmo Steve Kang from the University of California, Santa Cruz. Sungmo Steve Kang has made transformative contributions to electrical engineering through pioneering advances in semiconductor devices, integrated circuit design, and VLSI technology that have profoundly shaped modern computing and communications. By bridging fundamental research with technological application and public service, Professor Kang has exemplified the highest ideals of academic leadership, demonstrating how scientific excellence can drive economic development, strengthen global collaboration, and improve society through technological innovation. Next, we have Jung Sung Kim from Duke University for his contributions to quantum computing. Jung Sung Kim leads the Multifunctional Integrated Systems Technology Group at Duke University. He has worked across academia and industry throughout his career, leading research in quantum devices and systems, as well as technology development and commercialization of cutting-edge research outcomes. His work focused on system development of ion trap technology, leveraging microfabrication and advanced photonic devices. His visionary research efforts were instrumental in establishing the scientific and engineering foundations of quantum computing and its commercialization, opening new frontiers in computation and communication with profound implications for science, industry, and national security. Next, we have Li Shi from the University of Texas, Austin for his seminal contributions to the science and engineering of ultra-high thermal conductivity materials and the broader field of thermal science. His pioneering work uncovered size scaling behaviors and substrate effects on graphitic nanomaterials for thermal management. He led a multidisciplinary and multi-institutional program that successfully demonstrated boron arsenide as the first known bulk semiconductor with ultra-high thermal conductivity. Professor Shi's visionary research has established the scientific foundations for innovation in semiconductor technology, energy-efficient electronics, thermoelectric energy conversion, and the next generation materials for sustainable technologies. Next, we have Samuel Shang Hong Wang from Princeton University for advancing the understanding of the cerebellum's role in autism and cognition. Professor Wang's work uses advanced optical and computational methods for data acquisition and dimensionality reduction. Beyond the lab, he co-founded the Princeton Gerrymandering Project, developing mathematical standards for detecting partisan gerrymandering that have been cited in U.S. Supreme Court decisions and shape redistricting nationwide. Additionally, Professor Wang has published 2 popular books available in over 20 languages to help adults and children understand how their brain works. Next, we have Chi Kong Ken Yang from the UCLA Samueli School of Engineering for advancing innovations that power the digital world we live in today. Professor C.K. Ken Yang is the inaugural holder of the Tatsuo Ito Endowed Chair in Electrical and Computer Engineering. An IEEE Fellow and Fellow of IET, his pioneering research in high-performance mixed-signal integrated circuits, VLSI design, and high-speed data communications has advanced modern computing and networking technologies. And last but not least, we have Junfang Yang from Columbia University for his pioneering research advancing the foundations of software reliability, computer systems, and cybersecurity. His research sits at the intersection of AI, security, and software systems, addressing critical vulnerabilities and performance bottlenecks in today's complex platforms. His work has impacted billions of users, driving vulnerability, patches, and shaping engineering practice in systems ranging from the Linux operating system all the way to NASA's Perseverance Mars rover. Let's give a big congratulations to our 2026 fellows. Thank you so much for being a wonderful audience, and please give them a round of applause.
Good evening, distinguished guests, esteemed fellows, medal honorees, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the selection committee, it has been a great privilege for me to participate in this year's fellowship selection process. The election to the AASF Fellows is one of the highest recognition honor that bestowed by the forum. It recognizes not only the outstanding accomplishment and the sustained excellence, but also the lifetime commitment to the advancing the science, the engineering, innovations, and the service to the society like the AASF. To our newly elected and inducted fellows, congratulations. Yeah. You now join a distinguished community of leaders whose the achievement has helped shape our professions and inspire the future generation. We celebrate not only what you have accomplished, but also the impact you will continue to make in the years ahead. I would also like to express my sincere appreciation to my fellow selection committee members for their thoughtful, diligent, and impartial work throughout this recognition process. Our thanks also to everyone who submitted nominations. I hope we receive more nominations for next year and supported the process. It's now my pleasure to formally conclude the induction ceremony and inviting you to join us for dinner and fellowship. Please enjoy the evening and help celebrate our newest fellows. Thank you. Congratulations again. And please, bon appetit. Let's pick up the cups to congratulate all new fellows and everyone for your happiness and experience. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Yeah.